Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today, wherever and however you may be listening to the show and whatever you may be doing. Start of a new week, I always point that out. I always sort of mark generally where we are in time and space. That's only for me because I get lost. I lose track of time. I could be in the middle of the week and I think it's the beginning or the end. It just, when you got a lot of things going on, sometimes you lose track. You know how that works. I'm sure you've had that experience.
Yes, you often ask us like 5 seconds before we go on the air, what day is it? It's Tuesday, right?
I'm going to start telling them different days.
Don't do that.
It's Sunday.
Don't do that. Don't. I know I don't work on. Well, I don't work here on Sunday. I'm working. Please don't do that. I'll really be confused. Yeah, it's great to be with you always. And Dave Barton somehow stumbled around. Was he even scheduled, or did he just show up? Is this like an uninvited relative? There he is, smiling. If you're watching the show, look at him. A face that a mother would love. Look at that. Good-looking guy. And at letstalknutrition.com, that's where the show streams. And we do that. We also we're on radio, coast to coast, including Hawaii. Please support your local radio station that airs this show. The show airs live 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll have to check your local listings to see what time it airs in your market. But if you want to catch it live, go to letstalknutrition.com. Most people listen on the radio, and we're good with that. We like it. Let's see. Peyton Manning's going to retire today, I understand. That's an end of an era. And, of course, former First Lady Nancy Reagan passed away yesterday.
I will always say no to drugs because of her.
Say no.
Yep.
She started that campaign. Quite a remarkable woman. 94 years old. You can say whatever you want to say about that woman. All I know is I've never seen anybody be that devoted to her husband, that relationship, and to support him through thick and thin, up and down, even at the end when he had President Reagan had Alzheimer's. She took care of him for 10 years. And she was a remarkable woman to do all the things that she did. Now, some have criticized her for being too controlling, this and that, whatever. But you have to recognize, no matter what your party affiliation, the determination she had about protecting her husband, protecting his legacy. And she was often quoted as saying that she was an actress, of course, even starred in movies with her husband. But she said the best role she ever had was marrying Ronald Reagan. I am sure that she contributed to his health, wellness, and well-being in ways that we would all like to experience. That I'm sure. I don't think I had enough of an appreciation for her while she was really in the throes of all that. Later on, I came to understand she was forceful. Give her, mess with that lady. And don't say anything. You go ahead and say something bad about Ronald Reagan. See what happens to you. She would go after you like nobody's business. Pretty remarkable woman, all things considered, right? So that is the end of an era. Man, wow. How old would he be now? Close to 100? Let's see. He died not all that long ago, I guess. How old was he when he passed away, Stephen?
He was born in 1911.
Okay.
He saw a lot.
I should say. Yeah, I was working yesterday, and I had the TV. I keep watching the news all the time. Got to stay dialed in, and I saw the breaking news that came out of nowhere. She died of congestive heart failure. May her soul rest in peace, for sure. Speaking of social support, clearly she did provide social support for her husband. And I have talked about social support on this show a number of times, and I think it's one of a critical. I think it's not just connected. I think it's inextricably linked to health, wellness, and well-being. And the body of work on social support and health is pretty robust. Well, there's a study that's trending from Duke NUS Medical School. And this is an interesting twist on this theme. It's the first time, not the first time, but this is a pretty, how can I put this, negative twist on social support. And they reported that social support, as it's delivered or given, provided by family and friends, does not necessarily, the study showed, have an entirely positive effect on mental health. But the researchers described it as a, quote, mixed blessing, closed quote. The researchers described the study as the first of its kind to demonstrate the simultaneous negative and positive effect or effects of social support. And this was done among Singaporean adults. Singapore. This is interesting for a lot of different reasons. I have a comment about this study in a moment. Let me just do my journalistic responsibility and report on it. The study was published in Social Science and Medicine, and a couple of researchers, Dr. Mahorta and Dr. Ang, and they're from the Center for Aging Research and Education at Duke NUS. It found that the receiving a social support, such as receiving money, food, clothing, and housework help, reduced depressive symptoms among older adults. That's good. However, the important conjunctive adverb, at the same time, made those same people feel like they had lost control over their lives. That's the flip side of that coin. The loss of control, in turn, tended to increase the depression, which then counteracted the positive effects, the researchers said, of receiving the social support in the first place. What? All right. See if we can sort this out. When I come back, I'll talk about this a little bit more. And in my background and training, social support was often discussed, especially in the world of communication. And there's lots of research on relationship social support, the communication relationship dimension as it connects to social support. They were talking about social support in terms of these very pragmatic or utilitarian functions. Let's come back. When we come back, let's see if we can make sense of this and why I think there was a negative effect.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose corn syrup or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has Berry Garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Social support, and I think we all can use a little social support. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. The study trending today about social support having, dare I say it, a dark side? How could that be? Welcome back to the show. There's a lot of, let me tell you, there's a lot of research to support the positive effects of social support. Now, it becomes important how you operationalize or otherwise define social support. In this study, they were looking at social support in terms of providing a certain, satisfying certain functions that people might need. Certain things that they might need, like money, food, clothing, some help with the housework, help getting around, maybe shopping, taking them shopping in the vehicle if they can't drive anymore. And these things did, in fact, reduce depression. But at the same time, they made the people who were receiving the social support in these kinds of ways feel like they were losing control. And the more they felt like they were losing control, the more they would become depressed, which would wipe out the positive effects, I guess, of the social support. And the researchers were commenting in the press release that these novel findings, and they are novel, run against the grain as to what the common notion that social support is always good. I guess this is a case of no good deed goes unpunished. No, that's not it. Too much of a good thing. They also suggest that in order for social support to improve the sort of overall psychological mental health of older adults, both caregivers and policymakers have to be aware of both its negative and positive effects, they said. Okay, good enough. Now, I can understand how social support, helping people with their medications, helping them to clean the house, helping them to go shopping, helping them in whatever ways, could cause somebody to feel like they're losing a sense of control. So it's not just a matter of providing the social support, it's how the social support is communicated. How you set it up with the individual, whether it's a professional healthcare worker or a family member or whomever. If you're providing the social support and you make the person feel like they're helpless and a penny waiting for change, embarrassed, certainly it's going to make somebody feel like they're losing a sense of control. They would probably rather not have the social support then in the first place. It has to be done with goodwill, no doubt, but it has to be communicated such that you have to talk with the person who's receiving the social support, I would dare say, in such a way as to make them feel, to maintain their dignity, their personhood, their self-respect, and not to make them feel helpless. And there's ways to do that. So the communication behavior in the delivery of the social support of whatever kind it may be becomes critical. And hence then the relationship between the person providing the social support and the one receiving it. So in this study, if they didn't communicate, how was that social support communicated? I know from my own experience with my family, with my mother, there were times when you would try, she was a very independent person her whole life. And in that last year of her life where you had to do more things for her. There were times when she wanted to do it herself. Even though she couldn't, she still wanted to. And you're trying to provide social support. And you would have to spend some time talking with her about what you were trying to do and why you were trying to do it. And I caught on right away. And I realized that, hey, you need to do this in a way that's going to make her still feel like she is independent. And I'm sure there are more than a few people listening or watching this show right now who have had this experience where one becomes a little mystified as to we're trying to help somebody who's in need, an elderly person who's very sick, and they seem to be pushing back on it and seem ungrateful. It gets misinterpreted. They may be feeling a sense of loss of control. They once were able to drive. They were once able to clean their house. They were once able to do this or do that, and now they can't. How do you think that makes a person feel? So it's that relationship and the communication relationship, even more specifically, between you and the person receiving the social support that has to frame the entire process. At least that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. 877-897-8255. David Barton is my guest today. We're going to be talking about enzymes. These enzymes. We've been spending more time these days talking about enzymes, and for good reason and good purpose. They are essential to good health. They, too, are inextricably linked to health, wellness, and well-being in very important ways. Enzymedica is the company for whom Dave works. He's an educator for them, and he drives a couple of hours to get here to be in studio. So I appreciate that. We like to have the person in studio face to face. It creates a better dynamic, I think. And then when we come back, I'll introduce him to you, and I want to get him to react to another study on the Western diet. No, not Wild Wild West.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Nature's Dynamics. Garden to Gummy supplements made by Dad. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest today will be David Barton, educator for Enzymedica. They make, guess what? Enzymes. Now, David has been working for Enzymedica for quite a while. He told me a few times ago. How many years now?
Since 2003, so
okay.
It'll be 13 years in October.
13 years. Good enough. You must like that gig.
It's a pretty good gig. Yeah. I get to travel, get to come up here to Tampa, hang out, show up whenever I want.
The talk show host abuse you. And, well, I appreciate you making the drive. I know that can be a harrowing drive early in the morning coming from Orlando area. Way further than that. You're coming from...
I'm in the South, Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte.
He said he missed his exit at some point this morning.
Yeah, he ended up on the bridge, and he almost got out of the car to take it.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss. You end up on that bridge. That Skyway. Was it the Skyway?
No, the one that goes to the airport.
Gandy.
Yeah, just past the Gandy, and
good luck.
So yeah, it was a mess.
You have to pray. It's just a mess. Well, and again, I appreciate you coming in. I want to share with you and those that are tuned into the show the study on the Western diet, and then I want to get your reaction. Okay. I had mentioned that Nancy Reagan had passed away yesterday, and of course I commented on her such devotion she had to Ronald Reagan. Couldn't find anybody, a partner more devoted than she. And she took care of him the last 10 years of his life. It was very difficult for her because he suffered from Alzheimer's. Some speculate that he had even early stages of it while in his presidency. That's a story for another day. I don't know anything about that, but I've heard people comment about that. I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't care. But he suffered from Alzheimer's, and she said it was so difficult because the person that you know and you watch them slip away. And there are people who have said they would rather die than go that way, to become disconnected from themselves and from the world. Make no mistake, there is a genetic connection to Alzheimer's, for sure. I'm sure of that. But it turns out also that, and there's some research to support this, and the study that I'm going to tell you about now does provide some support that there is a diet and lifestyle connection as well. I am not shocked. And the recent research has clearly shown these correlations between certain environmental factors and Alzheimer's. One of these environmental factors is eating a Western diet and being sedentary. And it seems to increase a person's susceptibility to Alzheimer's. They said in the press release that, in fact, it is estimated that a combination of diet and inactivity contributes to as many as 25%. 25% of Alzheimer's cases. That's remarkable. Nevertheless, researchers also say little is known about the exact disease mechanisms and how or why this increasingly, they said, common middle-aged lifestyle can play such a big role in the development of Alzheimer's and then cognitive dysfunction. So this paper was published in Nature Scientific Reports, and it was by Tufts University and the Jackson Laboratory out of Jacksonville, Florida. And it was an experiment. They weren't using humans in the study. They were using the mice. And they used a Western diet chow. They made up a Western diet chow for the mice. And they combined high amounts of animal products, fat, and sugars with low plant-based content and nutrient density. They were trying to replicate the Western diet that is clearly entrenched in our culture and in other Western countries. But I think we have one of the more unhealthy versions of the Western diet, in my opinion. And there's different ways to operationalize or define what a Western diet is. I see it as a very a diet that is constituted more of highly processed foods that are loaded with salt, sugar, and fat. It's a diet that is dominant in the consumption of meat of different types, especially red meat, and it is a diet that seems to be that has a tenuous relationship with plants. So that's one way to define it. And that's sort of what they were doing with these mice. Well, what they found was that when the mice consumed that diet on a prolonged basis, it led to a dramatic increase in the immune response activity in the brains of all the mice, including those that don't model Alzheimer's disease. What they said was that the diet greatly increased the activity of microglia, which function as the brain's immune cells, and monocytes and circulating white blood cells that may cross into the brain in response to immune signaling. All right? And then going on, some components of the Western diet have been associated with the development of what they call peripheral inflammation. And the study's findings, in a word, strengthen the likelihood that immune activity in the brain increases Alzheimer's disease susceptibility. In other words, when you eat a diet of a Western type, you stimulate an immune response in the brain. When you stimulate the immune response, you then increase the likelihood to develop Alzheimer's. Crazy connection. Wouldn't put it together that way, but that seems to be the connection. In other words, the diet is so inflammatory in nature that it stimulates the immune system, and you have that kind of immune activity getting into the brain. Bad news. Food has consequences. I think children understand that. Certainly adults understand it, but it doesn't make any difference whether we understand it or not. It's just a matter of whether you're addicted to it or not.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dave Barton's my guest. Dave, welcome back to the show. Okay, so you heard my report on that. They found that when they fed the mice in the study a Western diet, high in salt, sugar, fat, a lot of meat, little vegetables, they had a propensity to contract Alzheimer's disease. Mm-hmm. My question to you is this. First of all, you want to comment on that part of it, and then I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay. Well, diet to me is the foundation of our health. So ideally, you trying to make the best choices with your food as possible. As we're probably going to get into in a little bit, enzymes in themselves don't turn junk food into healthy food. But I always think of diet in being two phases, assimilation and elimination, and that's probably going to lead into your questions.
Okay. Now, where I was headed with this was, you anticipated my question. If a person is eating a pro-inflammatory Western-style diet, high in processed foods, it's high glycemic, high in fat, high in meat consumption, low in vegetable consumption, is this sort of like taking a water gun to a 12-alarm fire? In other words, are the enzymes useless in this case?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if somebody pulls into a fast food place, right?
Right.
And they order two of these giant burgers and a pile of fries and some whatever drink, and then they whip out their digestive enzymes. Should they feel good about themselves here or what? Are we wasting? Is that person wasting their time?
The great thing about enzymes is if we think about digestion in those two phases, an assimilation phase of nutrients, an elimination phase of waste, the enzymes are not changing you personally. They would be changing whatever food you consume, whether it's good food or bad food, into something that's easier to use or something that's easier to lose, in a sense. So
are you saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're going to make the same conclusion. So does that mean you should eat junk food? And if you have enzymes? Not necessarily. The enzymes could help you to eliminate some of the aspects of that junk food in itself.
What do you mean?
Well, by digesting those foods to their simplest components, it's easier for the body to eliminate it in waste.
But if you use the digestive enzymes, wouldn't you potentiate the chemicals in the food? That's what they are. The chemicals that are more deleterious to the health. In other words, you're using the digestive enzymes to facilitate the digestion of these foods, which are going to have some bad effect. Maybe you'd be better off not digesting that crap in the first place.
The problem is you don't have a choice. You already swallowed it. So one way or the other,
it's going to get digested.
Correct.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. Whether you choose to support your body or not, in this case with supplementation, will be up to you. But one way or the other, enzymes are going to play a role in not only trying to break those foods down, but then detoxify those chemical constituents eventually through the liver, through the lymphatic system, so on and so forth, or obviously just goes storage into fat too.
So what's the recommendation here? Eat the burger, and take the enzymes?
If you were choosing to eat that type of lifestyle, enzymes could still benefit you on the elimination phase of it. It would be healthier to
get rid of it?
Easier to get rid of it. But ideally, try to make the best choices possible to begin with. If we already know that this type of food instigates these bad responses, should we be eating those foods?
Hell no.
All right.
No.
Amen, brother.
Amen. I'll give you an amen on that. Absolutely. But that's the problem. And I alluded to that when we were heading into that last set of messages. Provided you have not become addicted to these foods.
Right.
And people say, oh, now you're taking it too far and you're treating these foods like they were pharmaceuticals. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. There are other researchers that have made this connection. There's substantial and good science to show how these foods are addictive in nature, how they work on those same neurological pathways of addiction in the brain as does alcohol, tobacco, the whatever pills or powders you're taking to get you high and whatnot.
I completely agree. There are some of the best scientists in the world working on potato chips and snack foods right this moment to make them highly addictive.
Constantly. Yeah. These food companies have food scientists working for them. They have PhDs, XYZs, all kinds of credentials, smart people, and they figured out the bliss point. They know exactly how much sugar to put in, how much salt, how much fat, what kind of sugar, what kind of salt, what kind of fat, different ratios, combinations. taste, texture, taste, smell, everything.
Right.
And boy, and we see this especially in children.
Yeah.
They get addicted quickly. So do adults, but it doesn't take long. You have a hell of a time trying to break those nutritional habits of Western food diet habits of children, even at a young age. It's difficult. They crave those foods. They love them because they have those. We evolved to like salt, sugar, and fat. We like it. Yeah. So I guess you still should take the enzymes then.
It won't hurt, that's for sure. And one way or the other, if you choose to put it in your mouth, you want to find a way to get the most benefit out of whatever you're eating, as well as the easiest elimination of the waste as possible.
All right, we'll explore that a little bit more. By the way, I apologize if you hear me. I try to hit the cough button, but I don't know if the other mics are hot and on, so you'll hear me coughing. Turns out that the studio I'm in is occupied by people that come in before me, and oftentimes there's a bunch of people in here, and this studio becomes a house of pestilence, a pest house.
Much like this one.
Thank you. And what we're showing you on the screen, that is an actual house of pestilence. Those were places during the 18th century, 19th century, and early part of the 20th century where people were sent who had an infectious disease like the plague, tuberculosis, and whatnot.
Yeah, and this one actually looks like the Addams family's backyard.
Doesn't it, though?
That's pretty awesome.
Look at those other ones, those other black and whites. They actually, and some of these pest houses were on campuses of universities. So this studio is a pest house, and I caught another cold. That's 2 this year. 2.
You can't escape it.
Can't escape it. You walk in here, it's like I need a hazmat suit or a mask. You're going to get sick.
And a shotgun for all the zombies.
You're going to get sick when you come in here, see?
Don't tell me that.
No.
I'm going to fight
just
it.
Keep your hands away from keep your hands away from your face. We have some alcohol.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. House of Pestilence. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could come in, Dave. We'll be back. Take care. Don't leave if you have to. It's all recorded for you.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the beginning of the week, Monday edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. Hope you're doing well. Show does air 9 to 11
It's
live.
Tuesday.
Huh?
Said it's Tuesday.
Oh, man, you're messing with me. Don't do that.
And it's only the first hour.
You guys are cruel. It is Monday, and at least I know that, coming off the weekend. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And if you are listening to the show, it does air live 9 to 11, Monday through Friday. I may get lost during the week. That's why I have producers around here to help me remember where I'm at in time and space. But it does play at different times in different markets. We're coast to coast, including Hawaii. And, yes. I typically don't get sick this year twice. And I correlate it with this studio that I'm in, which I mentioned in the last segment of that first hour, is similar to the pest houses that existed in the 18th, 19th centuries and part of the early part of the 20th centuries, places where people were literally sent who were suffering from an infectious disease like tuberculosis or the plague or something, literally. And they would be, I guess, incarcerated, housed, forced. Yeah, you couldn't do that today. This is a pest house. House of Pestilence. Dave, welcome to our den of bacteria and viruses. Glad to have you in studio.
Happy to be here.
You have a strong immune system?
I do.
You better.
Yeah.
Still, don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Keep your hands away from your face.
You're really not making a good case for guests coming in studio.
Well, there are bodies in this building. You're right, Stephen. You're right about that, but that's okay. We won't tell them until they get here.
That's right.
Yeah. Stephen, too. He's caught a cold or two so far. This year, I'm having bad luck. I don't care how healthy you think you are. These viruses and the bacteria, listen, they've had millions of years to figure this out. They may be microscopic, but boy, they leave a big effect. Huh?
Yeah. And you're talking about this year, 2016?
No, well, it was 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One in 15 now, this one in 16.
Okay.
Congratulations. I'm starting off the year right.
Yeah.
But I'm
you
fighting
got here once a year early, that's all.
Thanks. Hope I'm done now. But I've been working at it all weekend, taking all this. Yeah. Do my best. So, enzymes. I'm at Enzymedica.com. David is an educator for Enzymedica. That company's been in business how long?
Since 1998, which is 18 years.
And you've been with them?
Since 2003.
Good while.
Yeah, and it's been a nice run with them, too. We've seen it really grow from 7 or 8 employees to 75 now. So it's been nice to be part of that organization for so long.
Does your wife work for the company?
She used to. She recently
What did
left.
you do, fire
her? No, she was above me, and
we know that. I could have guessed that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You know,
I also know
listen,
it wasn't favoritism. Because
you know how you know that we really like you.
How do I know that?
You want to know how you know?
I have no idea.
When we keep going after you like that.
Oh, okay.
That means we like you around here.
Tough love.
He'll always be Kevin Sorbo to me, dude.
We're very fond of you because I do appreciate you driving in to a couple of hours and all the time to come into studio. In working this long for this company, where you started in your attitudes about enzymes is not where you've ended up, is it?
Oh, we've learned a ton.
What have you? I'm talking about you, though.
Okay.
You.
Yes.
Where you started and what you thought about enzymes. Can you remember your sort of ideas about enzymes?
Oh, super easy. I didn't know a thing. It was zero.
Was it really?
It was zero. I'm one of those employees that I literally started in the shipping department packing boxes.
Did you?
And Tom Bohager, the owner of Enzymedica, founder of Enzymedica, put me through school, nutrition school, and I read everything I could on enzymes and really began to sort of embrace the whole topic, and it's grown from there. So I've had some different positions in there, but shipping, customer service, and then education and being on the road.
You literally started in a warehouse.
That's it. And the warehouse was not much bigger than this room when I first started.
And now that Enzymedica is a major supplement company.
Yeah.
And he sent you to school.
He did. Holistic nutrition is what I have a degree on. So interesting note about Tom, he didn't want me just to learn about enzymes. He wanted me to learn about the body, the health of the body as a whole, and look for the enzyme connection. And that allows me in many cases to be able to communicate and educate in a variety of topics and talk about enzymes with almost anybody.
Even me.
Even you, yeah.
The intellectually challenged.
That makes two of us.
Well, you're in a whole nother category. You're in that. You're in
another category of awesome.
Well, that's what I was meaning. Marvel comic book category. He's a Marvel comic book character.
I've been working on my health, man. Come on.
I'm very proud of you. He hasn't had a soda in
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I know, it's awesome. That's a huge deal.
Especially for a tubby guy like me, huh?
I shamed him into it. No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I have never given you unsolicited advice. Never.
No, never.
I don't do that.
I try not to either anymore. It just can.
Don't do it.
Don't. Yeah.
I learned that many years ago.
Yeah, you say it's not telling people what to do, it's just telling them how, right?
How. Tell them how. And he did it all on his own. I guess he's hanging out here with me every day for a couple of hours, right. And he did it on his own. When he came in one day and he said, "I'm going to quit drinking soda." I said, "Okay." That's all I said.
Yeah.
That was 3 weeks ago. And
he sat back like a wise old sensei. It was just like,
I'll let him
watch
go.
you fall on your face.
And you can't force people, like what we're trying to do here today is persuade people to consider using enzymes.
Right.
And people say, "Well, I digest my food just fine."
Right.
Your response is?
Well, that is true. You can absolutely digest food just fine, but what we're doing with enzyme supplementation is supporting those body processes. We want to save the body some of that energy. And the reality is every biological organism wants to save its energy to extend its life and health and overall wellness. The more energy you potentially save, typically the healthier the organism is.
How does a person know, really, that they're digesting their food, quote, just fine, unquote?
Now, that is an interesting topic because many times it can seem semi-obvious. An upset stomach, indigestion, gas, bloating. These are all symptoms that can occur in a relatively short period of time that are not life-threatening per se.
So let me just, before you go further then, those kind of symptoms, upset stomach, gas, bloating, gastro distress, is it a sign that the food was not healthy? Is it a sign that you're not digesting those foods? Is it both? What?
It could be a combination of both, but more often than not, it's more of a limitation or in some cases an incapability of digesting that substrate, that food, whatever you chose to swallow, to its simplest form. Now, the food could be unhealthy, but you could be eating the greatest foods on the planet, but your body doesn't know what to do with organic chicken. It's got to break the chicken down into amino acids so you can use those building blocks to fortify your immune system, to rebuild your gut health, to make every other enzyme system work.
Well, you know, this is one thing I've learned in my study, in my coursework in nutrition. If you give a contractor the materials to build the house, the contractor will build the house. If they're good materials, he or she will build the house. If they're shoddy materials, and if that's what you give them, that's what he'll use or she'll use to build the house. Your body's the same way.
Yeah.
You give it lousy food, it's going to use that lousy food to build your health or ill health.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com. Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. I was talking with Dave Barton off air, and he's now doing some coursework in
ACE certified coaching.
And they're trying to teach you how to, in essence, persuade people.
Correct. Yeah, how to motivate them to want to change their lives. And I've been more of in the science of what is, how are we capable of changing ourselves physically and internally, but now it's more of the psychological aspect.
It's hard stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what this show's about, trying to get people to consider different choices and then persuade them to make one choice over another.
Right.
Not so easy. It's not so easy. What have you learned so far in trying to do this with people?
Oh, man. That when we talk about the difficulty of making these life changes, it's much better to start small. It's much like we were talking about drinking water versus soda.
Right.
That is, it's a tiny step, but it can have a huge impact later down. And it's building upon these things that really makes that overall change in that with that individual.
Yeah, I call them small wins.
Okay.
Carl Weick wrote the seminal article. There was a dissertation on small wins. I've written an article on small wins. But this is a real concept. It came out of organizational behavioral theory, theory. And Carl Weick talks about the principle of small wins and how those approaching change from that perspective in the long run serves a person better, looking for a small win. In the case of Josh, my producer, the video producer, the change didn't happen overnight. He's been off sodas for 3 weeks. That change happened the first day he came into the studio. That's when the process started. As he has listened to shows day in and day out, week in and week out, over these many months now, he has developed a frame of reference that's different. He would have never, 6 months ago, if you would have proposed to him to quit drinking sodas, he would have turned around, walked away, and laughed at you.
Emphasize that on the laughing part, by the way.
So now 6 months or so later, given the frame of reference and the context in which he's been in,
right,
he became more of a candidate for change. You see how that worked?
Yep.
That's a long time just to get him to, if I would have ever proposed to him, I said, Josh, you need to quit drinking soda, and I would tell him all the reasons why, I might as well go talk to a stone. It's not going to work. Instead, he was put into a context that made him a candidate for change, and that's what you have to do with people. You have to provide them a different context, a different frame. There's different metaphors we can use here. Before you even get to the actual thing you want to change, and let them experience, like your mom always told you, I'm sure she did, David, you are a reflection of your friends, and the people you hang out with are going to influence you, right?
Sure.
Same thing here.
Yeah. I love, too, how the small win builds on itself. Like Josh was saying earlier, he feels better. He feels like he, is leaner. And so that small win is building on itself with a desire, well, what other changes might I make and have other types of benefits?
You have a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment. Your self-worth improves, even if it's a small, small win, no matter how small.
Yeah.
I should devote more time and attention to that concept. When I talk about it, I always get emails about it. By the way, you can send it to Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. People like that. It intrigues them because you don't have to win a gold medal. All you got to do is finish here, and that's a win. So, with enzymes now. Speaking of small wins, I guess what I'm asking you is this. Your company, Enzymedica, makes a number of different enzymes. And I have a lot of people that listen to the show are quite healthy, and they're happy. Believe me, more so than you and I. Mm-hmm. They ferment their own foods. They do all kinds of extraordinary things. I mean, it's almost embarrassing. I mean, I have to sort of just listen because I don't do those things. I do my best.
Yeah.
I lead a healthy life, and I have a good diet. But compared to some of my listeners and viewers, I mean, they are really after it. Are those people candidates for digestive enzymes as well?
We get that question quite often in the field, especially in different trainings where I'm speaking to raw foodists or people that do a lot of juicing and superfoods, and and they're into fermentation.
I have many of them that listen to this show.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in these cases, it's not necessarily that the digestive enzyme would have a greater impact on what they're already eating per se. But when it comes to using enzyme therapy for elimination phases of life, we use enzymes therapeutically. There are many external issues that affect their health beyond digestion. So we use proteolytic enzymes or supportive enzymes to reduce inflammation or support the immune system, even with individuals that have extremely good diets.
And even if you are a raw foodist, mm-hmm. and when you pass from this life, you're going to go into nutritional heaven. You'll be one of the saints there. It does turn out, though, that even those people may have to be candidates because as we age, the body's ability, the enzymatic potential of the body begins to decrease, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And we haven't even mentioned one product yet. You've been here an hour and a half, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, because the show's about educating. We're not here to pimp products, although we talk a lot about supplements, and they are important. Most important of all is to have the context in which to understand whatever the supplement is, whatever the therapy is. And that's what we do around here. 877-897-8255. We come back, we'll talk about Digest Gold, probably one of the best, among the best of the digestive enzyme products out on the market today.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Nature's Dynamics. Garden to Gummy supplements made by Dad. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Enzymes. In a word, they're proteins. And these proteins facilitate hundreds, if not thousands, of all chemical reactions. Without the enzymes, nothing happens. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. They are critical. Now, in the everyday parlance of health, people talk about digestive enzymes. I get that. But there are also other kinds of enzymes, proteolytic or otherwise systemic enzymes, and they serve a different purpose, although they, too, are catalysts. Nevertheless, my guest is David Barton, and trying just to have a general conversation about enzymes and digestive enzymes in particular today, a lot of focus on them because they facilitate the chemical breakdown of food into, and you heard David allude to this many times today, smaller, more absorbable nutritional components, if you will. And you have amylases that break down starches into sugar. You got proteases, proteins, right? Break down proteins into amino acids. And you have lipases that break down fats into fatty acids. That's just a general sketch. David, welcome back. Digest Gold, that's probably one of your flagship products.
It is.
It is. And I took some last night. I made my dinner. And I know people that they're healthy. They don't eat a Western diet. They're even raw foodists, and they still take digestive enzymes. Others, no. They say, I don't need to. I'm a raw foodist. I don't need to. If a person is eating a Western diet, as I described it earlier, that unhealthy, highly processed, laden with foods, laden with salt, sugar, and fat, lots of meat, and so on, and cooked, a lot of cooked food, that individual is a candidate for digestive enzymes, no doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt. So it's cooking, too. And when you cook food at certain temperatures, you kill the enzymes, don't you?
Well, that is true. Just keep in mind there could be a lot of beneficial reasons to cooking also.
You can't eat everything raw.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of foods contain enzyme inhibitors. And until you actually cook or in some cases ferment those foods or sprout those foods, it's difficult to release those enzyme inhibitors.
Gotcha. So cooking is, there's some foods you should have no business eating raw.
Right.
I get it. But sometimes when people overcook and they cook everything, cook it, and it gets processed in some form or fashion, the enzymes get liquidated, so to speak. Digest Gold, does it have lipase, protease, and amylase in it?
Absolutely. Everything that you could want in a digestive enzyme is in that Digest Gold. It's whatever proteins, carbs, fat, fiber, everything that you're trying to eat
is going to help you digest it. And but and people that one of the dangers in just talking about about enzymes in a digestive context, they think that's all it's for. They're involved in chemical reactions, right? And these are catalysts. They speed stuff up,
right?
And necessarily so. Otherwise, nothing will get done chemically in the body. Correct?
Yeah, correct. They're making the system more efficient. So the enzyme works independently of you personally. As soon as you swallow it and there's water, the enzyme works with or without you. And that's one of the fascinating details about it. As long as there is substrate, the food in this case, in water, it's a hydrolase, it will start cutting those bonds literally whether you're alive or you're dead. The enzyme works. It can't help but work.
These enzymes, in a digestive sense, are like a Black & Decker chopping machine. They cut things up, right?
Yep, exactly right. They're cutting your foods up into smaller components.
There's Digest Gold. We're at the Enzymedica website, and we were talking about, remember we were talking about burgers earlier? And we just showed an image of a young woman stuffing that big, giant burger in her mouth, and she has a bottle of Digest Gold in the background.
Right.
Did you see the Bean Assist?
Bean Assist, they have Bean Assist.
What is that about?
Gas and bloating, brother.
That's correct, yeah.
I was not sure. I just needed clarification.
I made some black beans last night, black beans and rice.
Yum.
And I'm not Cuban.
So you needed some Bean Assist?
Nope, not at all.
No.
Nailed it.
They were fabulous. I must say myself, I was the only one eating them, and I was talking to myself, boy, these are really good. But I took my Digest Gold with my meal. You did that. You caused me you raised my consciousness about digestive enzymes, and you gave me a bottle.
It feels great. Why should people be in any kind of pain when they eat? Why should you have gas and bloating?
Shouldn't.
Yeah. You should enjoy every meal.
And other digestive enzyme products you have besides Digest Gold?
Almost everything else is a version of Digest Gold.
I see.
Typically either a lower potency or directed to a specific application.
For example?
So the product Lacto would be directed at lactose intolerant individuals, but it would cover a pizza. It still does the meat, the cheese, the crust, the vegetables. It doesn't have the strength of gold, but it has the highest amount of lactase for lactose dairy sugar.
Any other specific digestive function enzymes you have?
Well, probably the most outstanding one, and that gets some of the most attention, is glutenase.
Glutenase?
Yeah, for digesting gluten. And when you were talking earlier, on air, off air, we were talking about these peptides, these fractionalized proteins, which are inflammatory on the gut. Mm-hmm. Gluten is a type of peptide like that. And so ideally, the better we can digest or hydrolyze, break down those peptides to their simplest components, the less prone we are to that inflammatory state in the gut.
And then outside the context of digestion, you have naturopathic physicians and even traditionally trained physicians using enzymes therapeutically. Mm-hmm. The administration of enzymes outside the context of food. In other words, taking them on an empty stomach. And why is that done?
Well, this is not new science. This has been around for decades. People have been using proteolytic enzymes in this way. Typically, it's the same thing. You're supporting the immune system through enzyme therapy by hydrolyzing protein components. Everything that makes us sick has a protein constituent, whether it's a bacterial or viral issue, fungus, mold, yeast, worms, insecticides, circulating immune complexes, inflammatory peptides. It's all protein.
What about osteoarthritis?
Anything itis, it will have inflammatory peptides associated with it. So we try to take a load off of the body. The more efficient we are in digesting or hydrolyzing peptides, typically the less inflamed we are.
So these are like firefighters.
You're full of illustrations today, yeah.
Right?
They're going, yeah, and they're drawn to those areas, not through magic, but literally your immune system bonds with proteolytic enzymes, which is a fascinating story in itself.
Come back, we'll have the LTN health question of the day.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors. I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response. An ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show, I talked about the passing of Nancy Reagan, and I made reference to her utter and complete devotion to Ronald Reagan, who ultimately died from Alzheimer's, and she took care of him for 10 years. And then she started an effort to encourage the science, raise money for science to explore Alzheimer's as a disease and how we can confront it and battle it and win. And she was totally dedicated to that project, as well as, say no to drugs and whatnot. So the story, though, about Ronald Reagan having Alzheimer's was devastating, as it is for any family. So today there was a story that was trending that dealt with Alzheimer's. And they were talking about how a Western diet, a diet that's highly processed, loaded with salt, sugar, and fat, lots of meat, very few vegetables and fruit, plant-based foods, that diet, according to this study, seemed to inspire the onset of Alzheimer's. In fact, and as well as a sedentary lifestyle. So it was diet and lifestyle. Diet, and then the lifestyle variable was being sedentary. Here's the question. They estimated that a combination of diet, an unhealthy diet, a la the Western diet, and inactivity contributed to as many as what percent of Alzheimer cases? 5%? 15%? Or 25%? What percent of Alzheimer cases do they estimate are attributable to a combination of diet and inactivity? 5% of cases, 15% of cases, or 25% of cases? 877-897-8255. If you have the right answer, you win a $25 supplement gift card. And my guest today has been David Barton. Dave is an educator for Enzymedica. I suggest that you visit their website. And I dare say, too, that if you walk into any health store throughout the United States and walked in and said Enzymedica, they know exactly what you're talking about. The company is nationwide, and their products are sold in fine health stores throughout the United States. Sold in other countries?
Yes, many.
Many. So it's international now. And I've come to, in the process of producing and hosting this show for 10 or 11 years now, it'll be 11 years in May, I've come to learn a lot of things and to appreciate a lot of things as well. And when I first started, I didn't mind, my knowledge and understanding of enzymes is not what it is today. So, and I've been able to persuade myself that these make a great contribution, both digestive enzymes and proteolytic enzymes, to our overall health, wellness, and well-being. And there's a substantial amount of science to support the claims, right? We can't make health claims. We're not going to say that digestive enzymes cure anything. You can't make that claim.
Right. The digestive enzyme changes food into something that's easier to assimilate or eliminate.
It certainly makes, you can say that, digestive enzymes can improve quality of life.
Yeah.
It's not a health
Absolutely.
claim. Not a health claim. We're not curing anything here. Government prohibits saying those kinds of things, and rightfully so. And I asked you, you have 3 favorite enzyme products that you take for Enzymedica. You take them every day. If I recall, there are 3 of them.
Yeah. Digest Gold, every meal. Enzyme Defense for my immune system. And my other favorite one is called Stem XL, which was designed by the University of South Florida, right here in Tampa, USF. And it helps with stem cell formation and protecting your own cells.
Stem XL.
Stem XL.
And Digest Gold. Digest Gold, Stem XL.
And Enzyme Defense.
And so you take those 3 every day?
Every day.
Does your wife take them?
She takes whatever I give her, so she's not as good about getting her enzymes as I am, but I make sure she gets her digestive enzyme and try to get her stuff both when she wakes up in the morning and just before bed.
Good husband. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Pretty nice down there. Helen, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on, Helen.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm hanging in.
It's better than being hung, right?
That's true. That's true. You know, with Nancy dying, well, you know what? I'm 92, so I'm thinking, hey, I'm getting close.
Oh, my mom was 92.
I remember that. I remember everything you used to say about your mother.
Yeah.
And wait for more information about your mother.
Do you live by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Really? God
Yes,
bless you. You take care of yourself.
Well, yes, I take care of myself, but my two sons bring me my groceries, and they help around the house. I mean, like, you know, yard work and all. And so I have two sons in the area, so I'm not alone.
That's wonderful. Good boys. You did
Yes,
a good
they are.
job.
They're
See,
best.
you did a good job. I'm sure.
Yes, and I lost my husband when they were teenagers, and they've been very good to me.
And you never remarried.
Well, I won't go into that brief marriage.
Well, God bless you. I wish you, as much as the universe will give you, and I'm glad that you called. We love to hear from people such as yourself, because there are many people out there listening, and they want to know who listens, and just your little story, it means a lot to me.
Right.
I don't care if you know the answer or not. I'm going to give you the prize anyway, but I'll ask you the question. To what extent does an unhealthy diet and being sedentary contribute to Alzheimer cases? 5%, 15%, or 25%?
25.
25%.
Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
It is right.
That is exactly. That's exactly right. And I want to thank you so much. I feel privileged that you listen to this show.
Yes.
And you're one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why I do this show. And I want to thank you, and I feel privileged to hear your voice and talk with you. Thank you so much.
Believe me, I certainly wanted to meet your mother, but I never had a chance to.
Well, I want to meet her again, too. So I'm just waiting for my time. And we'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, your health is your wealth.